guy down that way wanted to see.
Everyone, while we're getting on the highway, I might as well go over some of the packet information.
It took us 45 minutes to get to the highway before.
Why don't we go over the packet information real quick? So if everybody wants to get their packets out.
Actor president.
Oh, he did. I mean, he's.
Raise your hand. How many people who don't? Raise your hand. Who don't?
The reflecting pool between the Lincoln Memorial, which we passed way back yonder, and the Washington Monument. If you can see like a little pencil, so what looks like a white pencil coming through the tree.
Oh, that's exciting.
How many steps are in that pencil?
Is it lead? Is that a lead pencil?
Just turn the ear on.
Today on welfare to work, and I have been in the center of the mass transit activities, trying to provide the transportation, say, from the inner city of Philadelphia to the shopping centers on the outskirts. I was in Neiman Marcus recently. It was Joan's birthday. I got the shock of my life on the price tags. That was the tough part. The pleasant part was finding so many people working in Neiman Marcus from the inner city. And that kind of a transportation issue is a very important one, and the president asked me to come over, and I said to him, I'm sorry, Mr. President, I have to see Charlie Kahn for lunch. I'm serious about it.
A better friend in Congress than we do for the real estate industry is Senator Specter. He's been consistent, he's been supported by the Realtors, and before I ask the questions, let's just give him a round of applause. / recapture as part of a capital gains tax cut.
Well, I haven't considered that question. Where you have had deductions on depreciation, characteristically, that does come into the income picture, but I think we're going to have to take a look at it. That will depend really on what the estimates are of the revenue loss and exactly where we come out on the rate. I frankly would like to see the date established at January 1st, 1997, and not May 7th. That was established by the two chairmen. I think Senator Roth, he can probably hear me on his way to the floor now. There are 99 more of us in the Senate than the chairman, and in the House there are more than 434 besides the Chairman Archer, and also the rate, which is undecided. But I think we'll have to take a look at those, at the factor on the rate principle.
The next question is, what is the future position of the increase of expanding the $125,000 one-time capital gains exclusion on the sale of a principal residence to a $500,000 one-time gain? And do you see this happening soon?
I think that the $125,000 figure definitely will be raised. Whether it will go up to $500,000, I don't know. What I would want to do is a threshold issue. What I think the committee would want to do as a threshold issue is take a look at indexing to see where you would end up from the $125,000 figure as to what that would produce today. There's no doubt that there has to be an increase, but I would not want to make a comment or commitment to a specific figure until I saw exactly what present day dollars would put on it.
Mike's gonna get some. He is partially out.
Move it back.
They won't show.
Move it back.
They won't show.
Stand up. You say so.
That's great.
Now you're ready.
So you can see it, the sacks.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
He's looking the wrong way, though.
The Okay, wait a minute, Tommy. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Ready?
Mr. President.
You're supposed to, President.
Mike?
Well, we're going to get a picture.
Yeah, get a picture. Where's
Chris,
Tomas?
it's
It's not like I want to be the
got it. She's got it.
It's not like I want to be the center of attention or anything, but I'll just stand up here.
No, they wait for me, so I'm just taking it.
Come on, let's go together.
Something. Hello, Pittsburgh. Hi, Green Bay. What you know?
Or do you want to wait till we get out of the city and I point out some things? It's up to you.
Thank you for all the excellent work that you do at representing the realtors. Committee, and congratulations on the assessment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Serve the public well.
Oh, I sure will. Learn from
We
the
know where
best.
to get him if he doesn't.
I'll be happy to take whatever questions you folks have.
Written questions?
Yeah, the question.
Whatever you
Questions.
want. Either way,
If you could pass some questions. How many people have questions?
I'll take, I'll take mine.
Okay, take them by hand.
Go ahead.
Good.
LTD, I think, is a prime example of what's happening to the greater Pittsburgh area. It's another business going out. I realize that it's maybe last week, and you are committed to bringing something, some kind of industry back in that will employ that 750 people that are at this point going to be unemployed. But we need more than that. The age basis in the city of Pittsburgh and how old so many, the greater portion of our population is, I think it's a real concern. And I think that we need help from Washington to help this area grow.
And one is local leadership, the absence thereof, in my opinion. One is our labor management climate, which is awful. You want major corporations to come here, you aren't going to get them under this environment. They're just not going to come here and deal with the union attitude that's in this town. The Billy Georges and the other folks who are very vocal in making Pittsburgh seem like a very hostile place if you want to. And until we change that fundamental thing, I really believe, local leadership and confrontational attitude of the labor unions in this town, we are going to have trouble attracting any major businesses to this area. Number two, we have some high technology firms that are started here are doing very, very well. If you want, and I hate to say it, but they're non-unionized jobs and they're never going to be unionized jobs. And that's why they're doing so well here, because it's not a unionized sector. And so they can grow and develop. And And to the extent back to something that frankly we're very well suited for and should be doing, more manufacturing here. But because of the atmosphere, we won't be able to do it. And so we have to get around it. As you all know, I mean, what happened with the movie units with no work. And that's the problem that we have. And so we have to look at areas where we can grow outside of that problem. The other thing, and you know my position on this, and if you don't, I'll say it. There are a lot of people who have a lot of thick heads around here who believe that they have the answers about what's right for the city, and it's not investing in infrastructure. I don't know of too many cities who survive without investing in infrastructure. And when I say infrastructure, I just don't mean stadiums or convention centers, although I believe convention centers are vitally important. I mean all the other economic development projects that are going to occur in this area, because if I can share with you, I mean, this ½ cent tax, and you know me, I mean, I just came up here and talked about how we need tax relief, and I'm going to work for more tax relief. So there's nobody more for tax relief than me on the federal level. Because that's one kind of dynamic leadership of people that could go out and sell the area and sell the people in the area. The area and sell the people in the area as to a vision. And like it or not, it's going to either have to come from the city or the county of Allegheny. The city of Pittsburgh or Allegheny County, because that's the hub. And one of the reasons I believe that this whole regional renaissance thing is founded right now is because we just haven't seen the kind of leadership out of any. I mean, the mayor, I think, has to be sort of cautious because it looks like the mayor's trying to get all your money. But from the county or from a lot of the other officials, you're just not seeing any kind of committed leadership. I mean, I like to come back here and I got to be in 67 other counties. I spend a lot of time here, but I can't. I mean, that's not my job. I mean, I pitch in where I can, but that's not what people send me to do.
The statement to make for a comment on your original statement as far as the tax code. I believe that it should be developed and list of supporters. That should be publicized because we do need the tax.
Well, I think we need it too. And there is a campaign germinating, albeit incredibly slow,